Welcome to you all from Smeagol's house. Today we are going to review some facts about Ian Holm. As you all know, we lost that precious man, our precious Bilbo, a couple days ago, and this will be a tribute for him. Actually, we will miss Ian Holm. I'm pretty sure about that. We will begin with Bilbo Baggins as a character in the Middle-earth universe. He was a Hobbit of the Shire. He is the main character of the Hobbit storyline, and he also contributed to Lord of the Rings trilogy as a secondary character. He was a ring bearer, of course, so he wrote most of his adventures in a book called Bilbo Baggins. He was a special character for hobbits. He adopted Frodo after his parents died in a river accident, so he's a special in Hobbit society. And also he was the first Hobbit to become famous all around the Middle-earth and was one of the few to visit the Undying Lands. Bilbo Baggins was born on September 22 in the year 2890 of the Third Age. He was the only son of Bilbo Baggins and Belladonna Took. Their Hobbit hall was famous and named as Baggins. As a young Hobbit, Bilbo was curious and eager about the outside world, and at the same time he practiced his rock-throwing abilities in his youth time. After his family passed away, Bilbo became his own master and spent a lot of years on his own in the Bag End. He gained a reputation around his neighborhood, and his special attitudes created an interest for the study who we called Gandalf. By the way, his real original name was Bilbo Baggins when Tolkien started writing the story. In time, he changed his name Bilbo Baggins. In the year 2941 of the Third Age, Bilbo, at the age of 50, was visited by Gandalf, and their story goes on after this visit. Actually, this is the story of Bilbo in summary. Just because our main subject, as I said before, is Ian Holm, we will move on him and his story right now, right here. Sir Ian Holm was one of the world's greatest actors. He was a Laurence Olivier Award winner, BAFTA winner, Tony Award winner, and the Academy Award nominated British star. He was a member of the prestigious Royal Shakespeare Company and has played more than 100 roles in films. His birth name was Ian Holm Cuthbert. Born in Goumays, Essex, England, September 12, 1931, died at the age of 88 in 19 June 2020. At the age of 7, he was inspired from Les Miserables by Victor Hugo and became fond of acting. Holm studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, became a part of the Royal Shakespeare Company in 1950. He was playing nearly all Shakespeare repertoire in Royal Shakespeare Company. In 1981, when he played Frodo in the BBC radio dramatization of The Lord of the Rings, he was 50 years old. The same age as Frodo begins his quest to destroy the One Ring. He played Sam Musabini in Chariots of Fire in the same year, for which he was nominated for Oscar for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. His other well-known film roles include Ash in Alien, Father Vito Cornelius in The Fifth Element, Chief Skinner in the Ratatouille, and Bilbo Baggins in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit film series. As we all know, he was the first Bilbo of the cinema adaptations of Tolkien. Though he has only contributed in 2 productions of the Lord of the Rings, he appeared only in 2 films, Return of the King and the Fellowship of the Ring. Let us remember that famous sequence. Bilbo was the bearer of the One Ring for 6 decades. On September 22 of the Third Age, a farewell party was held in his honor, where he announced his intentions to leave the Shire. He returned to his house, where he was confronted with his old friend Gandalf, who tried to convince or to persuade him to leave the One Ring to Frodo. "Well, if you want my ring for yourself, say so, but you won't get it. I won't give my precious, I tell you." On the same day, Bilbo left One Ring and his own baggage. He traveled to Rivendell, and between 2003 and the 2018 years of the Third Age, Bilbo worked on his written account of his adventures in a book that would later be known as the Red Book of Westmarch. He composed the poem "All that gold is does not glitter" for Aragorn in those period of time, and both of them written in Rivendell. That's the main point. All that is gold, not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. All that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken, crownless again shall be king. Since Bilbo had been a ring bearer, he was allowed to accompany Frodo away to the Undying Lands. On September 22, 3021st day of the year of the Third Age, Bilbo turned 131 and became the oldest hobbit in Middle-earth. On September 29, Bilbo, Gandalf, Elrond, Galadriel and Frodo sailed away from Middle-earth to the blessed realm of Valinor. We sent Bilbo to Valinor some time ago in the story. As we all know, unfortunately, on 19 June 2020, Ian Holm, like Bilbo Baggins, began his journey to Valinor. We always remember that competent and successful actor. When Bilbo makes his debut on the cinema screen, Ian Holm was the man who portrayed him for the first time for us, for Middle-earth fans. It was a memorial moment, and now I ask God for mercy in his travel to the Undying Lands. You won't be forgotten.